Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the RDA. This is your Manchester United vs Leeds match reaction where Manchester United thumped Leeds United. First of all, um, I know people are going to probably slate us because of our preview to the Leeds game. But what did I say though in that preview? What did I say? I said if United do win this game, it's not going to be a close game. We're going to smash them. Either of one of us are getting thumped today. And all I'm going to say is credit to Leeds for making an entertaining game. I'm yet to watch a Leeds game where I'm bored. So credit to Leeds. But then also credit to Manchester United, Malot and I, we basically got the team basically down to the T by Dan James. We knew Oli was going to do this in the game plan. We said we would probably do the same. So, yeah, everything went exactly to plan. Yeah, we just didn't know it would work that well. And all I'm going to say is, the only negative I'm going to get out the way now is that we still can't defend for shit. That's our 7th week in a row conceding from a corner. 7th, yes, 7th time conceding from a corner. And Leeds, actually, they could have had like 5 goals, to be honest. They could have had like 5 goals. Rafinha, I told you guys about Rafinha. He's very dangerous. They had to make some quality saves, But yeah, I think that was the only negatives. Other than that, our quality and our quality of play is just too much for them. And when you have a defense like Leeds and you come attack us and you leave yourself vulnerable to the counter attack, which we always knew was going to happen, we punished you, because you just can't really attack United and let us counter. We are one of the best teams in the world on the counter attack. So it is what it is. So yeah, we'll talk about it more. But so if you are new to the channel, subscribe, like, comment below, all that good stuff. But yeah, Maloto, let's get your initial thoughts on the game.
Like, I've never been so wrong with a game. Like, ever. That was... Leeds defending is frightening. Like, it's literally scary. At times, it legit didn't look professional, to be honest. Like, they are so bad defensively. And playing the one in midfield with Phillips, like, it's shocking. It works when they're playing against a team that they're going to dominate. But in cases like today, they're just so exposed. Like, Phillips was nowhere to be seen. McTominay was just dancing around that area. And then defensively, they're marking us shocking. Like, they don't mark their man. They ball watch. It was so bad. And I was thinking to myself, yes, we played Thursday to Sunday. But for them, they run so much that I feel like it takes more of a toll to them than it does to us. Or did they play Wednesday? But still, either way, playing midweek and playing on Sunday, I feel like the energy levels were very low at the beginning. And yeah, no, it was not good for them defensively. Not at all. First half, offensively as well, didn't look amazing. I thought, as bad as they were with the ball watching, with the horrible marking, I feel like we had to do it, So United has to get some credit. I feel like we were prepared for a high press on them, so we were very energetic. But in terms of our tactics, like, we weren't even interested in passing the ball around and holding it because we didn't have to.
Nope.
Like, I don't remember a spot where we held the ball for a long time.
This game, the ball went from here. This was one side of the pitch, yeah, and then came back, and we're back, and then came back. Yeah, it was a great game though.
Yeah.
But you can't play that every game. This is a once-off game, which we knew was special.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No team's gonna open up like that for you.
Yeah,
not many teams.
Yeah.
So you can't literally play the whole game on the counter, which is what we did today. And to be honest, I'm not making excuses for them. I feel like if the press was more effective, maybe tiredness did play a part. We wouldn't have been as easy for us. But their press was bad because they're usually good at the bat. I didn't see it. Second half, a little bit. I think it did get better in the second half. But first half, I didn't see them pressing effectively. And with that, it just exposed their defense even more. I think second half, they did come out wearing, and we saw what they're really good at going forward. They created so many chances. They look slick going forward. But, United has quality and better finishes, evidently. And as soon as we scored in the second half, they dialed a little bit again. But, no, they didn't. They have a lot of heart. I think they were running all the way. They're running all the way. But, yeah, our quality beat them. Quality plus we were quite determined to win the game. And, yes, we were good. But let's be honest, we weren't amazing. I don't think we were amazing. We did not. I just think a lot of it was down to Leeds being poor, really poor defensively.
Which they are.
But all in all,
I said it. Leeds' defense they've conceded the most goals in the league, and our defense is none the better. We still conceded 2, and I think we are very fortunate to only concede 2.
We were. We were. I think a lot of praise stuff there. It's very weird. It reminds me of a game we played against Liverpool years back where we won 3-0, but Dale was man of the match.
Yeah.
It kind of the same mold to it because they had to do so much because they're so good offensively.
Which we knew again.
At the end of the
We knew
day,
that's gonna happen.
yeah. At the end of the day, like I felt like the commentators were being too nice to Leeds because they're losing 6-2. They're like, there's so much energy. They're still attacking. Nah, mate, they're losing 6-2. So that counts for nothing in this game. They were crap. According to the scoreline, they were horrible, and that's how it is. Really.
Yeah, I think the attempts on goal came up on the screen, and it was like 20 each. 20 each attempts. So it just showed Leeds even had the same amount of attempts that we did. I think the difference today was Leeds' defense is way worse than ours, and I think our quality of player again is it's too much for Leeds, and they tried to play the exact same way we tried to play, and that's it wasn't going to end well. It wasn't going to end well, and I think a lot to do, like you said today, was that because Bielsa plays 4-1-4, Calvin Phillips had a very very bad game, which he doesn't though. He's arguably one of the best CDMs this season.
I feel like whenever they concede a lot, he's victim. And it makes sense because he's all alone in that position.
Yeah, it's
they
the only,
so much
he's the only
have,
CDM,
the lone man there, and it's so unfair. But that's their philosophy. We're going to attack you, and sometimes it'll work and sometimes it won't, and we'll win enough games to survive in the Premier League, I guess.
Yeah.
But today they were exposed. And it was an embarrassment considering the history of the fixture.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Leeds fan, you'll be very disappointed because I know how much it means to you guys and things like that. However, I think the scoreline is a bit harsh to you guys. I do think the scoreline is very harsh. I mean, it is, it is.
I feel like we deserve the 6.
No, we deserve our goals, but I think they could have had.
Yeah,
I think if De Gea was in goals today, it could have been. Could have been. If any other goalkeeper, I don't think we saved 2 or 3 of those goals. So, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's no competition. We fully deserve to win this game.
Yeah. Nothing amazing from us tactically, but then that's unfair. Football doesn't have to be complicated. Yeah. We did what we had to do, and it worked today. So we have to give it to the boys now.
Yeah. Which I'm very excited to do the player ratings because I think these are going to be the highest player ratings we've had for who knows how long. So
You think?
Yeah, I do think so. I think bar maybe 2 players, that's going to be quite high. So I'll start with David De Gea. I'm going to give David De Gea a 7. I thought he was bloody brilliant, and I think if it wasn't for David De Gea, usually I criticize the people, the defense on conceding goals, which I said last week. The whole last week reaction was based on this. But today's context was this man saved it from being like 5-4. I mean 6-4, 6-5. This man, he saved 2 Rafinha shots. And I can't remember, was the other one? I can't remember who the other guy was. But the third one that went straight powerful to one of the corners and he saved it. So yeah, I think De Gea was very vital. He had a busy game, a lot to do. So yeah, I was quite happy with David De Gea, and I think without him, the scoreline could have been a lot different.
Yeah, I think really, really good game. And it wasn't like half chances, it was clear-cut chances that he saved. So yeah, I think slightly higher, maybe 7.5. Really well.
Yeah, I agree with that. Luke Shaw, I thought it was I left the key things on there from the preview, but I think he was vital today. I think defensively, man didn't make a mistake. Offensively, he wasn't really needed because in a game like this, they're so open. It's like as soon as the ball went to Fred or Scott, United were gone. So we didn't even need Scott. But defensively, the man held the fort. He held his own. He did. I mean, they conceded 2 goals, and then he also went off for Tellers at 60. So he only played an hour. But in general, I thought Luke Shaw was pretty well. So I'm gonna give Luke Shaw also a 7. I think.
And I can agree with that. There was one mistake where he passed to a Leeds player after doing something really well defensively. Then when he tried to release the ball, he passed to a Leeds player, and they almost scored from that. But besides that, it was a typical Luke Shaw performance. Defense first. Offensively, wasn't needed because we were playing on the counter and we were just flooding them with our offensive players. But I think 7 is deserved rating.
Now I feel like this way it goes down, boys. Online. I feel like I know your rating's probably gonna be a lot different to mine, but I'm gonna give Harry Maguire a 5. I think both those goals he had a big part to play. Again, every fucking week a corner comes in, he's marking fresh air, and then when he gets to the ball, who's he marking? Fred. He's marking our own player again. Again and again, he marks our own players on the corner. Corner goes in. Maguire nowhere to be seen, marking Fred, who evidently lost the header, and that's the reason we conceded the first goal. Second goal, Dallas counts in, whacks it past Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Maguire. And offensively, I mean, he tried doing the driving forward thing. He's passing. His long ball today, he didn't do so. I can't say anything about that today. But again, I don't. Maguire is not. He's not a centre back for United. He's not the captain of United. And I think if we ever need a centre back, Victor Lindelof is who your partner should be, because Victor Lindelof recently, and we're gonna get to Victor, but he has been insane in the last few weeks. But yeah, Harry Maguire, honestly, I thought he was one of our worst players today on the field. Again, I feel like he's a lot to blame on the first goal. I felt the other chances that could have happened, the ball keeps getting whipped in, and he never wins it aerially. He never wins it. So yeah, I'm guessing you're gonna disagree quite a lot with this. So.
Not completely. I think I'm gonna rate them together because I think they same good things and the same bad things together.
Before you go, if we're gonna rate them together, I'm giving Lindelof a 7. I mean that goal is something Maguire never can do. Even if he does it in training with no goalposts, no defenders, he can't do anything. Maguire can't do anything. He couldn't hit an open goal, and he's passing. Victor's passing is just it's spot on. He's showing Maguire how to pass. And defensively, I thought, every time it was his job in the defense, he wasn't to blame. So, yeah, I thought Victor Lindelof was amazing. Well, no, I say amazing. I thought he was very good. And I would have given him a 6 performance, but because he scored the goal, I gave him a 7.
Yeah, no. I'd forgotten about that goal, to be honest. I wasn't giving the same rating, but definitely not after remembering that. Harry Maguire, to be honest, I think since the City game, there has been a very small improvement in Harry Maguire's game. I think into the tackling and in a positional sense, I think he's improved. But maybe not so much on corners. I think there's still the weakness there. And particularly in the goals and in the first half, I thought there was a lot of ball watching from him. Not as bad as the Leeds players and Leeds defenders, but there's a lot of ball watching from him. So, it was an average game. So I'm going to give him a 6. I think Victor made a lot of the same mistakes, but his tackling was also good. But he did score a goal. Yes, I think it was poor from the guy who was marking him in the Leeds defense, but hey, he scored it, So, I'm gonna give him a 6.5. Maybe a little harsh.
Yeah, maybe, but I think that's fair. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, this defense still conceded 2 goals, fam. 2 goals. Yeah. And another day, if I said to you before this game, if I was a psychic, and I said Leeds are gonna put 2 against us, would you have said we're gonna win this game? Probably not. You'd be like, Leeds put 2.
A draw or something.
Yeah, maybe a draw. Maybe if we do win it 3-2, But you'd never say 6-2,
I'd be like, what did Maguire do?
Yeah. But then again, everything's got context. The game was end to end. It was slipping away. Leeds never stopped. So yeah, it is what it is. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I'm going to give the same rating as Maguire. I thought he was awful today. My boy Rafinha had him on sticks. Sticks! He's a class player. Rafinha is a class player. I wish he was playing for United. He's so good. I thought not many people beat Aaron Wan-Bissaka 1-on-1. I thought Rafinha had the better of that partnership today, especially when he switched sides. He was on the other side, and then he switched to Wan-Bissaka's side. And then all of a sudden, things start happening, Again, very lucky. I was nearly giving Rafinha a rating. I was gonna say Rafinha was very unlucky to not get a goal, but Aaron Wan-Bissaka never marks the back post again. I think it's tactically, I think it's part of the system. But yeah, he keeps getting sucked in deep. But yeah, I didn't think it was a good game from Aaron Wan-Bissaka, so I'm giving the same rating as Maguire, 5.
Yeah, no, I think the not marking back post thing is clearly coming from tactics, but we've been singing about that every week, so I just don't want to talk about it anymore because there's some problems that seem very evident to the fans, but somehow not so evident to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't know if he thinks he's doing the right thing or what's going on, but anyway, I didn't think he was horrible, but he wasn't great here. I think, much like the Sheffield game, I think going forward, not a lot of crosses, but he was very involved in the interplay. And a couple of tackles defensively. To be honest, I didn't take much notice to the battle between him and Rafinha. But yeah, I'm going to give him an average performance, 6 out of 10.
Okay, yeah, I think that's fair. But just to touch on Rafinha quickly, did you notice the player out there for Rafinha?
I know. I think especially in the second half, he was very threatening, a lot of shots, and yeah, he was the bright spark that
Do
they
you
had.
see why I
And
compare him similar to Rashford?
I've been seeing it. I saw it when I forgot what game it was, but then yeah, he does have
No, he's a quality
sort
player.
of
He's a
moments.
quality player. Yeah.
Sometimes the intelligence isn't there, much like Marcus Rashford, but he can hit a shot and he's a decent player.
No, yeah, I think they're very similar. So yeah, I absolutely love Rafinha, you know. So yeah, that's just a little bit of Rafinha. But anyways, move on. Past the Fred, I thought was immense today. I thought he was the reason Leeds can't, they couldn't play their football as nicely as they want to and as fluently as they want to because these two, like we said, were going to be key in this game. Scott and Fred. Duracell Pan is running up, down, up, down, up, down, tackle, 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 tackle. Passion, passion, passion. That's what this whole game required. We knew Paul Pogba was not fit enough to play this game. I mean, not fit, but we didn't want to. Paul Pogba would have been picked apart in a game like this. But Fred, he did everything right. Tenacious, never gave up. His tackling actually broke our play, His tackling led to the counter attack. It's almost like his tenacity started our counter attack. So I thought an absolutely brilliant performance from Fred. So I'm going to give Fred a 7, yeah.
He was having a jaw in the midfield. There was literally no one at times for Leeds, and it was a really good game for him. I think distribution from deep was really effective because he had loads of space to pick from. Very tenacious as always, which was important in a game like this. And yeah, tackles. So like it was a typical um, Fred game. He does the same thing. He's consistent about it, and I think he deserves the same.
Yeah. The next man, I can't believe this because he's being criticized so heavily on the show. Then he gets 2 goals in under 3 minutes.
Imagine.
Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Then all of a sudden, after he gets those 2 goals, he gets an assist. And even with that assist, this man is playing like prime Zidane. He's turned into prime Zidane in this game. It was ridiculous. I mean, fair play to Scott McTominay. I think that's what you get with a workhorse and a passion merchant. If somehow they are feeling it today, which they did, you can see you just wanted more. You just work it more. You might not have the talent, but you will run through brick walls to get that result. And I think Scott McTominay did that today. And honestly, we always criticize Scott of playing side to side passes, backwards passes, never breaking up play, can't tackle, can't score. But today, he did everything we said he couldn't do. He did in today's game. So today, my man of the match, no question about it, flawless performance, 10 out of 10 for Scott McTominay.
Wow. To be honest, I wasn't expecting a 10, but I was expecting a high rating. Yeah, no.
He's my man of the
Top
match.
He was in God mode today. He was in God mode today. He played really, really well. And that driving, like we've touched on it before, but he knows how to drive from the midfield. And in games where he shows it's a really a big plus game. And he said himself, I think I'm a box midfielder. So I think maybe Ole should look into it a little bit more instead of trying to turn him into a advantage. But I think how Leeds played was a very big part, and I think he benefited the most from Phillips' bad game because there was a cliff of space for him to grab the ball and just run, really. And you could see he noticed that, and he got more confidence in the game. And the second goal, he didn't really have the ball, but he did make an effective run. So I think really, really good game from him, and I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10.
You're a man of the match or no?
I think he has to be, actually. Yeah, man.
Man of the match. But an 8. Okay, I'm very interested to see what the other ratings got. Because my man, Bruno Fernandes. I don't know. It's just Bruno, ain't it? It's just I don't even have words to describe this man anymore. I mean, he's one of the best players in the world. He's probably the best player in the world at the moment. I don't, fuck it. This guy just can't stop. He just can't stop. He didn't even have the creator of the game today and he got 2 goals and an assist. So, but it's Bruno Fernandes. So I'm giving Bruno. I'm giving Bruno a 9.
Bruno got 2 goals.
2 goals.
Now I'm rethinking my man of the
2
match.
goals and an assist.
I'm
Same like Scott. 2
I'm
goals and an
rethinking
assist.
my man of the match. Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna make a tie. I'm gonna give them both 8. I think they were both as effective statistically and just from a viewpoint, really. I think he was really, really good today. He didn't have to do any intricate passes like he usually does, or take the game by the scruff of the neck, but he did make those simple passes when he had to. because the game was so open. You know, there was so much space. He didn't have to do anything too fancy. But as you say, he got on the score sheet, got an assist, and yeah, it was a classic Bruno performance. And yeah, like we say, so much praise for this guy. I don't even know what to say anymore.
Yeah, I don't
he's
know
just
what to say.
amazing.
He's the best player in the world. I don't know what to say anymore. That's what it is.
Yeah, he literally is the best player in the world right now. I don't care what you say. I'll give him one. So I'm gonna give him an 8
Yeah,
out of 10. I guess tie with Scott for me.
I mean, yeah, it's a freaking. Imagine Manotas was a classic Bruno performance. 2 goals and an assist. Yeah, this man, this man is levels.
Numbers.
Yeah, he's levels. This guy, and you know the craziest thing is, Mo Salah scored 2 goals and an assist. Yeah, Mo Salah started on the bench, but you know I was like, oh lord, you know, freaking hell, I don't know if Bruno's gonna do that. That's because I'm talking fantasy terms. And then Bruno Fernandes is like, showing my boy, you captain me for a reason. I got you. Don't worry. I was like, oh wait, you know, this man is putting up Salah numbers. Vernon, okay, not erase Vernon.
From the midfield.
From midfield, Salah, Haaland, Ronaldo, Messi. This KDB, you had all of them. This guy is breaking records. This guy is just breaking records.
I was listening to some commentator, I forgot who. I think it was in the City game, saying that Kevin De Bruyne is the best midfielder in the Premier League right now. I was like, I don't know about that. Maybe overall, but I feel like KDB is all about the passing. But then Bruno can do that and so much more. He's disruptive. He's a goal scorer. I think at the moment there is no better midfielder.
There's no better
in the world, actually.
Yeah. Maybe not best player in the world, but 100% no better midfield in the world than Bruno Fernandes. 100% no better midfielder in the world. But in my opinion, he's still the best player in the world at the moment. You know, so Haaland was there, but he's dead now. He's injured. You know, so it is what it is. Ronaldo has a shout this season.
But creative people saying at the moment.
At the moment, not of all time. Of all time, Ronaldo is my goat. He's gone. Ronaldo, Messi, gone. Right? It's not even a conversation. Don't get tricky. But yeah, Bruno's Bruno. Another man I want to give applause today. Daniel James. Dan James. I'm proud of you, boy. This is the perfect game for you. All the space in the world for you. Run up and down, counter. And that goal you scored, first touch, sublime. Finish, sublime. Coming from the left side, while Marcus Rashford's on the right side. I must just get that out there. Did you notice the switch where James played on the left and Rashford played on the yeah? I'm just saying. But yeah, I thought Daniel James today very good, and I'm proud. I think that's I that's what I want from Daniel James. It's just about, can he carry on doing that, and do we have enough time, and can he work his way in a squad like this? I mean, there's a case if we put Rashford on the right and then he's on the left, more comfortable side for him. But I wouldn't go that far. It's Leeds United. It's a once-off game. It's a game perfect for Daniel James. So yeah, but I'll give Daniel James today an 8. I thought he was great today, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think 8 is pushing it a little, but I can see where you're coming from. I think this was the perfect game for him because he didn't have to do anything too tricky.
I can't. Daniel James. To be honest, I can't think of something he did wrong today. Usually it's like he's just running cluelessly, but he didn't. His runs were.
I think the
passing.
There were some moments where he could have passed it. Yeah, the intelligence could have been better, but there was a moment where he chose to shoot, but I thought like it was an obvious pass. But mostly it was a good game, and as I said, he had acres of space to run into, and you have to do it, and he did it. So I think good game. He was a brilliant outlet. He was very threatening, and I'm gonna give him a 7.
I think that's fair, So yeah, 7-8 for Dan James, probably one of the best games. And the crazy thing is like, where has Dan James been? Yeah, where has Dan James been? So
kudos to Oli though.
No, yeah,
we have to give it to him. Like, to notice that it'll be a game where there's a lot of space and say Dan James is the right man. I don't know if there's
I know today I
don't think so.
Yeah, and I was just thinking today when I watched Dan James, I'm like, Dan James would be such a perfect player for Leeds to go out on loan. Like this is exactly why Leeds want him. It's the way Leeds play is suited for Dan James, So yeah,
I think they wanted him from wow. I heard the commentator say they wanted him before he came to United.
Yeah, because we bought him from the Championship also. He's a Championship player, so they would have known about Dan James. Doesn't surprise me, but yeah, it's an interesting one. That. Tony Martial.
So, but on your point, on your point to say that he must do it week in, week out, I don't know. I feel like he played so well not because he's trying to leave, but because it just Leeds, to be honest.
No, that's the thing. Yeah,
I think.
But that's the problem. When you're at United, you got to do it week in, week out. Like Bruno does it week in, week out, and that should be the standard, Yeah,
like he has the pace, but then you want to space, so he needs to develop his football. Like
Yeah,
And
or something. Just like that,
he's a
like
winger.
like that first touch. That's why I gave him an 8. Because that first touch today is something that just it's different from what you normally do. You know, it's that first touch was so
Yeah,
good.
that's true.
It spun the defender, and the finish was great. I was even thinking,
Yeah.
don't even put it through the legs. I was thinking, put it through the legs. It's open, and he did so.
Yeah. And finishing role is a bit suspect for him. So yeah, no.
Yeah.
I guess really good game. Hopefully somehow he can manage to stay in the team and be effective.
Yeah, I don't think it'll happen, but I would like him to come on and have these games. So when he gets his chances, prove himself.
Um,
Yeah, but we know it is what it is. It's Leeds. This one is funny. Martial got 2 assists, hold up great, passing great, IQ great, finishing. Oh lord, could have
Yeah.
had 2 goals today. He should have. Not even could have. He should have had 2 goals today. So it's so disappointing because you think last week he gets the goal. You can see how frustrated he was. He didn't get his goal today. Then he had to go on the left wing when Cavani came on. But he got 2 assists. In general, his game today wasn't bad. But if I was Martial, and as a big fan of Martial, I would expect him to get 2 goals today. So I think Martial will know that. I don't have to tell him. But bar that, Martial was great today. So I'm gonna give Martial a 7. I think the 2 assists were great, but yeah, if you bag those 2 goals, you'd have been my man of the match, 100%. It just he can't finish. He just can't finish at the moment.
yeah. I think besides the finishing, he was brilliant. He was perfect. The whole up was on fleek. The assists, he was threatening. But the problem is, not today, but in general, we need those goals.
Yeah.
And when you're the number 9, all eyes are going to be on you because you're not scoring the goals. And sure, you're doing hold up. Hold up is great, but then the team needs goals. You're playing at Liverpool. Firmino, as much as he's been getting criticism, he can get away with that because he's got money and Salah. I guess this is why getting Sancho would have been great, but yeah, no, he needs to get back on the scoring charts because it's becoming a real problem for him. But let me not focus on that. I think today he had a good game, and I think it warrants a 7.
Yeah, I mean the goal scoring is a very big concern, very big worry. But other than that, I can't fault Martial. He was perfect in everything, bar scoring a goal. He just can't score a goal to save his life. He just can't. And I don't know what it is, lack of confidence or whatever. But you can see it's only when he's going to shoot, it seems like it's suspect. Other than that, his dribbling, his passing, like I said, hold up, it's all there. It's just, in fact, it's arguably better than last season's hold up and passing and football IQ. It's probably better than last season. It's just you need to finish, boy. You just need to finish now.
And some people will say play him on the wing, but I don't agree with that, to be honest. Because I feel like when you play him on the wing, you lose the hold up, which is important for us, for the interplay. We play, over the past weeks, our interplay, we've shown that we can play really high quality interplay. And I think he's heavily involved in that. And to have that and to have his dribbling, I think he's more effective through the middle.
If Martial had his
on the left, I feel like
I was gonna say if Martial had his finishing this season, we could be arguing one of the best players of the season. Because everything else is put 9 out of 10. He's like at a 9 out of 10, but that 10th is he just can't finish. He just simply cannot.
That was
finish.
him last season.
Yeah.
That was him last season. I think through the middle, he has the hold up, he has the dribbling, and then when he's on form, he has the finishing. On the wing, I think he becomes a little bit one-dimensional because he doesn't score that much. The hold up isn't there because he's trying to hold his width. And it's all about dribbling, which is great, but then I feel like you get more from him playing in the middle.
Yeah, it's interesting on Tony, but yeah, I can only hope Tony somehow sorts it out. I thought last week he got his goal, maybe boosted. Today again, just can't score. So I don't know. Me being a striker myself in my when I play, it's just like well, back when I used to play striker for like 2 seasons, you need all it required for me if I was in this drought was a tap in, and as soon as that tap in went in, usually it just started. He just needs that eye of goal, but he has been a bit rusty. Remember, he hasn't played as many games as the rest of the boys. He's been suspended, injury, sick, all those things. So yeah, I think he'll get there.
Do you think him being so effective in holding plays a part in not scoring? Because another striker would just stick in the danger areas and just wait.
Look at when Cavani comes in though. Look at when Cavani came in today. It was like he just wanted to go get a goal.
Yeah, so I feel like that does play a part, And now he's being forced to Okay, I guess the criticism comes when he does get those chances.
That's the thing, though.
obvious,
Yeah,
and
that's the thing.
still
He's
misses
been
it.
getting the
Yeah.
chances now, so it's not like now it's like
Yeah.
he's not scoring because he's not. Now he's getting the chances. It's just he's not scoring, which is crazy. Which is actually crazy because we
It
like
is.
last season we backed him so much. He was our top goal scorer with no chances. Now he's getting chances and he's not scoring. What's happening? You know what's happening? He's not used to it. I don't know. So we'll just have to keep an eye.
And
on
it's
that.
so weird. It's like when he does score, his finishing seems so good and so calm, and you're like he's just not consistent with that. It's weird.
Yeah. Oh yo.
But not as bad as Sterling.
Yeah, no.
Not as bad as Sterling.
Yeah, that's a conversation for
Please
another
be
day.
outside.
Sterling, yes. You know, but speaking of Sterling, you know, side, Marcus Rashford, yeah. I just thought it was an average Marcus Rashford performance. Like I'm stunned he didn't get a goal or an assist or something. You know, I'm stunned. And he even went on the right,
It's
and I was
weird,
like,
you know?
again, he just didn't. It just I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, you know, when your team is winning 6-2, you're not on the sheet. I mean, it is what it is. So I'm not gonna blame Marcus Rashford today. I thought, you know, it is what it is. The team got the job done. Bruno and Rashford can also rest. You know, we don't need Rashford all the time as well as Bruno. It's nice to see that you don't need your star players every single game. So yeah, Marcus Rashford. But today I thought he was average. So yeah, I'm gonna give him 6 out of 10.
To defend my anti-right argument, I feel like when he was on the right, he didn't really get much goal scoring opportunity. Like I felt like when he was on the left, I did see him try cut in. It didn't really work, which is weird because in a game like this, you'd expect him to thrive the most. But there was
Yeah.
moments where he cut in, try a fancy dribble, but they just end up nowhere. On the right, I saw nothing, to be honest, into the goal scoring. So that's something to look at. But yeah, no, it's weird. In a game like this, you expected more from him, and he was threatening from time to time, but he didn't take it by the scruff of the neck. So I think a 6 is warranted.
Yeah, because like I compare Rafinha to Marcus Rashford, yeah, and if you think about who had the bigger impact on today's game between Rashford and Rafinha, I would definitely say Rafinha. I'd probably give Rafinha an 8 today. You know, the man did everything. I would give Rafinha an 8 today.
Not when you lost 6-2.
I would give Rafinha an 8 today. I mean, he's not a fault for what happens behind him. He created the corner goal, and by far he was the most dangerous player going forward. So yeah.
I don't know. You know, I feel like he could have scored. Did he score? I don't think he scored.
No, he didn't score.
So,
He got an assist though.
and he had a good game, but I wouldn't say it was an outstanding.
Yeah, maybe a 7. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, those player ratings, I mean, they're freaking high, honestly. Harry,
Yeah, actually.
Wan-Bissaka, Rashford. Yeah, you can clearly see we smacked the team badly. 6-2, you know. Which is glad. I want this every week.
And amazing.
Yeah, I want this every week.
When was the last time he scored 6 goals? You know,
Yeah, exactly.
I think it might have been under Fergie or something. I'm not sure. In the league specifically.
Yeah, maybe. I can't remember. I feel like we did score 6 goals in the league, but you know.
Actually, I think I heard them say we haven't scored that much since the 8-2 against Arsenal.
Maybe it was at home. Maybe it could
At
have been a
Old
home thing.
Trafford.
Because I swear we scored
And
5
I mean,
6 goals.
I mean at Old Trafford.
Yeah, and plus, you know, with
So-
our home run recently, it's great to see this, you know. But again, today was a great game. Don't get me wrong, but to play like that every week, you can't do it. No other
Don't
team,
work, yeah.
no other team is going to allow that. No other team. So it is what it is.
The thing is,
Yeah.
you know, this whole switching between styles thing doesn't work. It's annoying when it doesn't work. But if you can somehow find a balance, yeah. If Ole can somehow do that, I'll be all person. Because midweek, yes, we did play on the counter here and there, but we did try go out and give it to Sheffield. It was Sheffield United. And then this week, we play on the counter, and that works as well. If we can do what we did against Sheffield, against a team that's not so big, that's going to sit back, but is more disciplined than Sheffield and is in a better position than Sheffield, and can somehow find a way to manage between the two, like Mourinho does a lot. Maybe not so much in the last few games. It seems like in the last few games, it's been too defensive. But if Ole can somehow find a way to manage it and balance it, it'll work great. It's all about trying to find a way to find consistency.
Which is the biggest problem at this club, you know. But I'm gonna try to focus on today's game. And today's game, like I said in the preview, if Oli beats Bielsa tactically, and you know, it was okay. There's never individual or whatever.
about that.
Yeah, I did say that. I'll give him the credit. He put out the exact team I would have put out, maybe bar Dan James. put out the exact team I would have put out. I know what Leeds are gonna do to us, and he smacked him. Fair play to Oli. You know, like I said, I hold Bielsa in high esteem. I don't hold his team in high esteem. I rate him as a manager. I don't rate his team. But I'm gonna give Oli today. Oh wait. I was gonna give him an 8, but then I realized we conceded from a corner. On lie to you. Didn't know it freaking triggers me. I'm giving him a 7. How we still mark like this in a corner? I don't understand it. I just don't know.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say the exact same thing, right? Look, I think yes, we don't want to be playing on the counter that much, but then I think for this game, it worked effectively, and so I played the game. I think, yeah, in the game plan as well. Even picking Dan James was warranted because he worked well in it. McTominay, who we love so much, was brilliant today. So I can't really fault him much about tactics and how we played, but we did concede from the corner, and it's getting frustrating.
7. That's 7 weeks, fam. 7 games. No, maybe not 7 weeks. 7 games.
Yeah. Like we're third on the table right now, which is brilliant. It's absolutely amazing.
With a game in hand.
We have a game in hand. Yeah. That's in the league. We have to say, as much as it looked like we had a bad start, we have to say we've been really good this season.
We did. I must say we had a bad start. Don't let him get away with it. Awful start. In fact, if that start was that start was corrected, we'd be on top of the league. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I feel like league-wise, he gets away with it because he's recovered. You know. So I'm gonna give him that one.
I wouldn't let him go away with it though. I would have absolutely imagine we didn't scuff those games and now we're sitting top of the league with the game in hand. That's crazy. So.
But then is the thing though. What are you supposed to do? You know.
Not
because the only way you can do this is. Yeah, but
not
then you have to give him a
dizzy teams. Not play dizzy teams. Not play dizzy tactics.
You know what you're saying?
Don't be inconsistent.
You know what you're saying?
I'm saying, like saying I was manager of Manchester United, we've been top of the league.
It's like blaming Klopp for some games where he made a mistake in the season where he got close with Man City. Like in the Everton game where they dropped stupid points, saying, but if that not done that,
but that's what it But honestly, that's what it takes to win the league. That's what it takes to win the league. Yeah, and those are the standards of Manchester United. I'm not letting it drop.
I don't know. I feel like at the moment the standards aren't that high because
of they aren't.
Players,
mine are. I won't change.
Okay, fair. I'll give that to you. But to go back to my original point, I feel like it's all great and dandy, but we're playing Liverpool next month, and we might be second. If things keep going how they're going, we might be second. It might be battle for first. And if we concede a stupid goal from a corner, that would be annoying. So I feel like I'm on a -3 for it today.
Yeah.
I was gonna give him a 9. So 8.76. He's getting a 6 for me. Just concede. Okay, no, that's I'm gonna give him a 7. I'll give him a 7. Just not to be harsh. Because we did win 6-2.
Yeah. I think it's 7.
But it's not good enough.
I know we don't like
rating would be 9.
Yeah.
It'd be 9.
It would, because everything was perfect for today's game. But that fucking corner tactics, bro! How many times do people need to score a corner against us for you to open your eyes? Please, fam. Yeah. Please, change it. But yeah, other than
people will go, you won 6-2, you're third on the table, what's wrong with you United fans? But that's how it is,
That's how it is, yeah.
If you're going to be Manchester United fan, United manager, you must know that the standards are incredibly high, and we're not gonna compromise for anything.
The irony is priceless, because the way the season works, it just it seems like the freaking opinions just changed within a game. People would probably think McTominay is world class now. Like that's why he's the best. That's why we must start Taher Pogba. Like no, bro, relax, please relax. All that stuff. Yeah, it was a good game.
For me,
it was a good game. That's what it was.
The Champions League is a big tournament. The Champions League is as big as the Premier League, So I feel like we can't forget that. We got knocked out of the Champions League after doing so much to get in there. And we got knocked out because of stupid mistakes. So for me, I'm gonna stick by my opinion with Oli until he freaking.
No. This game ain't changing my opinion. Very stupid decisions. This game ain't changing my opinion. You guys can think we're in a title race. I'm telling you now, with this defense, we are nowhere near a title race. That defense will get you relegated, fam. But Leeds defenders, we have the worst defenders.
What I will say, and I'll go to Marcus Litz about. I feel like, as much as our defense is bad, I think we have a decent team, and this is a very weird season. It's a very weird season. So, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if we're still up there and about come the end of the season. And, you know, usually when a team can get out of December, still close to the top, they end up somewhere around there. So I feel like this next few weeks with a lot of games are going to be a big test.
The only positive about the league race now is that this is all hypothetical. We're not in Champions League anymore. You can take the piss in Europa. I think, most United fans couldn't be asked. They really couldn't be asked anymore about Europa League. So you could take the piss about Europa League, take the piss in our upcoming cup games, because again I couldn't care.
Dude.
Focus on the league. The league is clearly somehow, some way we in it. So just do it.
Yeah.
Just give it your all. I mean, I'd rather have. It's so sad to say, but I'd rather have none of the trophies that we're in now, but like smash a second place in the league, or even somehow win it or get top 4 easy. I'd take it.
Yeah, I know Marcus Weber is cringing right now, but I agree honestly. I feel like in the Europa League we've embarrassed ourselves getting knocked out of the Champions. The biggest thing it gets us is the Champions League again. I don't care about the prestige of the Europa League. Like, what does it really mean to us as Manchester United? I feel exactly the same about the Carabao Cup. So for me, we need to put all our eggs in one basket, because when you look at it from a general point of view, you'll say we don't have good enough players to do it, but you just never know. In the season, we're up there, so let's just go for it.
Yeah, game by game, just take it game by game. So, but yeah, it's been a good show. I think the team ratings were one of the highest of the season. Ollie got a 7 from us each. That corner tactic is still annoying. That we don't change our opinion about Ollie. It was a once-off game, played into our hands perfectly, and it is what it is. So yeah, is there anything else you want to say before I end off?
Nah, I'm happy. I thought we lose 3-1.
I'm also happy. I thought we were gonna get battered, boys. I won't lie to you. I thought we were gonna get battered today. I won't lie. I put my hands up.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna get battered, but I did say if we win this game, we will absolutely wreck them, and we did. So it is what it is.
What I noticed today is that yes, they're brilliant on the press, which I didn't see as much. I think if they were slightly better and slightly more energetic, maybe the score wouldn't have been as bad. And they're brilliant in terms of moving the ball and all that. But sometimes, if you don't have the quality of players, it's a yikes,
At the end of the day, boys, we got a Bruno Fernandes. I don't care who you are. We got Bruno Fernandes.
If you're opening up like that against that level of player, there's a big possibility you're going to get hurt.
Exactly.
But at the same time, kudos to us, because Chelsea have been playing amazing this season, but they won. But that fight for
Tottenham have been playing well again, and look where they are now. It's bar Liverpool. It's.
I mean, against Leeds.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No, yeah, against Leeds. Yeah, big team strong. Look at Liverpool, even though Liverpool won 4-3.
4-3.
Yeah.
We smacked.
This is not an easy team. This is not easy. The scoreline is. I would say it's a bit harsh on Leeds, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we put 6 past them, so we have to be proud of it.
Yeah,
it's a big game.
Yeah, but yeah, good show. Our match preview will probably be hitting you tomorrow. I think we're playing Everton in the cup, so that'll be out tomorrow. We'll be talking about that. Ali, the rest of the players couldn't be asked about it. But yeah, other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the show. Let us know your guys' player ratings down below. What you thought of Ollie today, what you thought about Leeds today. All of that in general. If you are new, subscribe, smash a like, all that good stuff. And from Malota and I, we will check in the next one. Clayton is not here with us again, but like I said, he's moving houses. Man, he's got no Wi-Fi. Not a first world country. It is what it is. But yeah, we will check you in the next one, boys and girls.